Season's over.
Don't be a fucking doomer, dude.
The season is fucking over.
Instead of a boomer, you're a fucking doomer. Jesus, man. Seeing it all on the timeline all fucking day.
What is up? Welcome back to the Tomahawk Talk podcast. It's just me and Ryan today. A lot of news has came out. Pitchers and catchers have reported. A majority of the core has reported. I know Michael Harris is there. Matt
Ronnie.
Olson, Austin Riley, Ronnie, Ozzy. I know all those guys are down there. Ozzy was down there day one.
Yeah, man.
Where do we want to fucking start?
Just start with the big shit, man. We already know
All
where
right,
we want to go.
we can start with the elephant in the room. So, yesterday, February 10th, Mark Bowman tweets that Spencer Schwellenbach and Robert Suarez weren't seen during today's workout. We'll get more information when Weiss speaks shortly.
I can't just
that
say
was-
Walt.
He said Weiss. That was at 11:59. And then 15, 20 minutes later, Spencer Schwellenbach is dealing with a right elbow inflammation. Braves are hoping he's just dealing with bone spurs, but he'll miss significant time. He'll begin the year on the 60-day injured list. Ryan, as our resident pediatrician,
Not a pediatrician, brother.
please explain this to me and our listeners like the normal people we are.
I was gonna do a video on this and put it out, but basically, can I just do a short version? All right. So, short version is, chat, is we know Schwelly had an elbow fracture last year, right? So most of the time when the elbow fractures for a pitcher, it's going to be on the inner part of the elbow. So if you literally just bend your elbow, and that pointy prominence right there, the inner part of that is probably where the fracture was. So our bodies do a tremendous job of healing. Unfortunately, they sometimes do too well of a job healing. So when Schwelly started throwing his bullpens again, what my theory is, and this is just a theory, I don't have any medicals on Schwellenbach or know anything of the situation other than me throwing darts at a board and using my knowledge that I've used and have.
That's HIPAA.
It's not HIPAA. So when the healing process was beginning, obviously it healed and it overhealed, so there's extra bone growth in the area of the fracture more than likely. And as Spencer was putting the stress on the elbow once again, whether it's through external rotation, which is the point where the pitcher's arm looks like it's going to touch his ass at one point, and then all the way through at extension, which is the release of the ball, the elbow has a lot of stress on both parts of those. And when there's extra bone in the way where you can't fully extend or fully externally rotate the around because of something getting in the fucking way, it's going to break. So now I'm not saying the elbow fractured, I'm saying the bone spur clipped off because there's just so much force going through the arm, through the whole pitching mechanics, through the whole wind up and release, that it just clipped it off, and the bone spur is floating around in his elbow. And at this point, I don't know where the bone spur's at. I know the Braves do. They're trying to be quiet about it, probably because they're trying to make some moves, more than likely. But there are two likely possibilities for where the bone spur's at. One, stayed right here, which is best case scenario. Means it didn't do any damage to any ligaments or anything else. It's just uncomfortable, and it's preventing Spencer from getting full extension. The other possibility is the motherfucker traveled down near his, you guessed it, UCL flexor bundle area, which is worst case scenario, because if he continues, or if he was throwing with some discomfort in that area, the bone spur could cause fraying of the UCL, which fraying, layman's term, means it's creating tears in the UCL and making it weaker. Not saying that's what's happening. We have no information. I'm saying that's what could happen with this. But hopefully they called it early enough. The bone spurs stay in the back of the elbow. They can remove it, and Schwelly can rest and be ready for 2027.
So you mentioned, was it internal rotation?
External.
External. Okay.
Here.
Is that a part of just the windup itself, or is that during a certain pitch, or
External rotation happens with every single pitch. It's literally when
Okay.
your arm gets into that position right here. And if
Okay,
you're on
so-
and if you're listening to this, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but basically it's where the pitcher looks like the arm shouldn't ever go in that position because the arm shouldn't go in that position. That is external rotation. It's
Okay,
basically
so
where
it's
the
not like-
hand is way behind the head.
so it's not like pronating and supernating?
Pronation happens when you're releasing the ball.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you're
Well,
coming
is-
through here, you're extending, and then you pronate as you release the ball.
Isn't supinating the same thing when you're releasing the ball?
Supinating is this way.
Yes, but it's
Pronation,
when you're.
pronation, supination.
So they're both when you release the ball,
Depends on what pitch. But a lot of pitchers,
but
they're
it's different. But it's different pitches.
Some pitchers are creating sliders and curveballs and cutters with pronation now, just because of finger pressure and where they put their fingers.
Is that those like gyros?
Some can be, yeah. But I mean, you can literally throw a cutter now with pronation. You literally just have it fall off your fingertips here as you're coming around it, and then you pronate at the end, and it gives that little extra cut. So
I guess this is why I was never a good pitcher.
neither
Well,
am I,
that
but-
and that and the fact that I could never throw strikes either.
Well, that doesn't fucking help, Jeb. But
No,
if you're
not at
interested,
all.
chat, I'm gonna do a full video on it. You're gonna have like pictures where I'm explaining everything and the location of it. That way, I can really break it down for y'all. What the recovery process will look like for him, if it's what I think it is, and we'll see. So, if you're interested in that, that should be dropping at some point this weekend. Video editing takes me some time because I'm not a fucking expert at it, and I work 40 hours a week, so I apologize for it. But I will get it out, I promise.
Grant Holmes feeling fine.
Beautiful. Love to see it.
That's gonna need him. Gonna fucking need him.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're looking at him or Hurston. And right now, if we're being honest, Waldrop fits in the rotation better. And I'm not saying Grant can't do it. Grant can do it. I think we need Grant in the bullpen because we just don't have enough bullpen.
We do, but they're too flexible, I think.
You think we have enough bullpen? You think we got enough good relievers?
Yeah.
We got
Depending on how you do the rotation, yeah. I do. Because, I mean, like you said, like, if you put Grant in the bullpen, like, it's another rocket in the chamber.
we got
you've
right
got-
now in the bullpen.
You've got
You got
Iggy,
Iggy.
you've
You got
got
Suarez.
Suarez, you've got
You got
Dylan
Lee.
Lee, you've got potentially Dylan Dodd, you would have potentially Grant Holmes, you'd have your cleanup men, Joey Wentz, who's the asshole
Palmer.
who's the asshole they signed from Milwaukee?
I got Karinchak. Piamps.
Piamps, whatever he could be. And then
Karinchak's going to be
Karinchak.
fighting. I wouldn't say it's a lockdown. I like
Your
I like
back
the
end's
last
locked down.
3, and Grant adds a solid 4. We're not 100% sure what Dodd's going to be fully yet. He could be really good.
I like Dodd over Harris, and that's nothing against Hayden Harris, but I like Dodd a lot. I think he's shown signs last year of just, I mean, even though he was kind of more of either a lefty specialist or mop up kind of potentially, but
Can I be honest?
I thought he was good.
Can I be honest about Hayden?
Yes.
And Hayden, if you do listen to this, don't take it the wrong way. Don't take it personally. I don't
It's
think
room for
he's-
improvement.
I don't think he's a big leaguer right now. I know he's put up great numbers in AAA, man, but the gap between AAA and the big leagues has never been fucking bigger. And when he came up, it's hard to explain. It just didn't seem like his pitches had the life on them that you see out of other guys. And I'm not even saying like elite tier guys, but I'm talking like your your fifth inning bullpen arm that can throw 94, 95 with a decent off speed pitch. It just and the hitters were very, very comfortable in the box when I saw him pitch against guys up in the big leagues, man. I was like, oh. And everybody wondered why Hayden stayed down. There's reasons why he stayed down. So, and Hayden, look, man, if you do hear this, I'm not saying that to be a fucking jackass. It's just my opinion. And you can more than probably absolutely shove my words right back down my throat, and I will welcome it, and I will own it like I always do, Jeb.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't. Speaking of Dylan Lee won his ARB hearing. Get your bag, buddy. Get your bag.
I'll root for that, but stop giving up fucking dictators to left-handed fucking hitters, Dylan Lee.
He gave up like 3. And out of his 4 homers all year, 2 of them were to Jake Cronenworth.
One of them was to Cronenworth. That can't. And in San Diego, that can't fucking happen.
Yeah. A lot of noise around people wanting Dylan Lee to get an extension, and
Go ahead.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, they trotted his ass out there 70 times last year. The only thing is, we just saw it with Joe Jimenez, which we can touch on earlier, or we can touch on later.
We will.
Building a bullpen and having it sustainable, especially with guys like that, is so finicky.
Thank you.
That
they're year to year, brother. They're year to year.
Yep. Which, I mean,
granted,
he's got a track record.
He's got a track record.
I mean, he's got a track record.
Fucking good. Been fucking good. But
and it's nothing against Dylan Lee, but with the Joe Jimenez news, I am a little hesitant about a Lee extension. I am a little worried about a Robert Suarez. Thankfully, it was only 3 years. Thankfully, this is not being a prick, but like, thankfully, this is Joe's last year. Like, it's not like we're paying him 2 more years.
I don't look. You need that one fucking fuck you dude in the back end of the bullpen, and you're gonna have to pay him. So I
agree
100%. I'm not upset or worried about the Robert Suarez signing. You had to do it. If you wanted to get a guy like that, you're gonna have to give him some years and some money. It's just period. You just do. So, but I'm very much with you, Jeb, on this. I know people get so tired of us building a bullpen every year, but bullpens are fucking weird, dude.
I'd much rather than build their bullpen at the beginning of the year and make a trade or 2 rather than it be like 2019 where they had to build an entire fucking bullpen at the trade deadline.
Yeah, I agree. It's just Dylan Lee has a solid track record. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he's not a great pitcher, because he is right now. The fact of the matter is the way that the front office views players are year to year. And generally speaking, correct me if I'm wrong, Jeb, but relievers tend to have very short livelihoods in the big leagues. Not all of them, but 75% of relievers. Think about what happened to James Karinchak for fucking prime example. Dude was a stud for 2 years. Fell off the fucking planet.
I think a lot of that is the chase and velo and stuff now, though. I think it's just the state of the game.
It is.
I mean, but you still have your outlier guys. I mean, you still have your Class A's. Granted, he was kind of a piece of shit, but you still have... I mean, even Diaz, like, I feel like Diaz has won, like, historic season and then absolutely shits down his leg the next season, and it's just every other year. Who's another one? I mean, Iggy until last year, I mean, he was pretty solid. Josh Hader. I mean, Josh Hader continues to be solid every year. I don't know. I mean, they're few and far between. I wouldn't hate the idea of an extension, but I would not go more than... I mean, I don't know how many years he has left on ARB, but
like 1 or 2. And brother, I would sign him through ARB, and then I would just let him go to free agency, because he's going to anyway. If you're a reliever and you don't, like, look, it's not bad business, man. It's just the fact of the matter is the old Andrew Chafin shirt. relievers are failed starters.
Well, dude, and even like you look at like Andrew Chafin, who
he made a living,
solid
for a long
career,
time, but people were just waiting for the fucking fall off. It just didn't happen. But that's the thing is, big league. If you're going to lock up somebody, you're going to lock up a core piece. Unfortunately, bullpen pieces are just not core pieces of teams. Very, very, very rarely does that happen, where it's a Craig Kimbrell-esque tier bullpen piece that they do that for. That's the last reliever I remember an extension for from the Atlanta Braves for X amount of years.
I would say the like top 5 relievers in the game are probably the ones who are worth locking up.
Yeah.
Besides Diaz, since he is older, but like your Johan Durans, your Mason Millers, your who's the guy?
Those one of ones.
Yeah. I would love it if AA dropped a bag on Mason Miller. That would be so fucking awesome.
I don't know about that one, boss. I don't know about that. I'm not dropping a bag on a bullpen arm, bro. I'm perfectly fine.
Fuck you in the bullpen.
I'm perfectly fine with the Suarez bag, but I'm not talking about 6-7 years bag. No. Not talking about that kind of bag. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shit on relievers. It's just the way the baseball is.
It's the state of the game.
GMs are with bullpen pieces, man. They just rotate them in and out. And frankly, you got guys in the minor leagues that come up every year and do just fine in bullpens, and that's how they build their roster. You got to save somewhere. The 2 places people save, bullpens, bench. It's where they save money.
I mean, even like you look at guys like Daysbel Hernandez. He has the stuff to be a top 10 closer. He just does not have. He just does not have the control or between the ears. I mean, he has got electric shit.
Yet he doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, I think he's running out of options. You know.
I don't know about that. I don't know off the top of my head, but Dylan Lee, if you can buy out his ARB years at a fair price for both sides, I think you do it. I wouldn't go if Dylan Lee's like asking for free agency money. Sorry, Paulson, I'm not giving you that through your last.
What about like the Pierce extension? I mean, granted, he would also
Pierce?
have to sign him like 2 for 14.
You buy one out $7 million a year, and you I can do that. Yeah.
You already bought. I mean, he's making 2 right now, so that's a substantial pay increase. But you would buy out 1 more year of ARB, and you would buy out 1 free agent year.
Yeah, but you figure he's going to at least make 5 to 6 in his second year of ARB, and then he's probably going to make almost 10 his last year, so it balances out. Yeah. You just keep it at 7 per year. Yeah, I would. I mean,
I would be on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to that 4 for 40. No. Piss off. I'm not doing that.
I mean, I don't even necessarily think Dylan Lee would be worth 10.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Depending. Somebody's going to pay him 10.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know what the reliever market for him would be. I mean, he'd probably be a pretty sought-after lefty. I mean, what did Chapman get? 2 for 20?
Yeah, but you can't compare him to Chapman.
I'm just saying, like, Chapman was coming off one of his best seasons he's had in probably half a decade. And
I could see somebody dishing a bag out for Dylan for 10 for 40.
Maybe.
Or a 4 for 40 or whatever. 4 for 40. But I don't. I'm not going to be dishing that out. I'm sorry.
No. I don't want to sound repetitive, but we can go back to Schwellenbach. Braves have to sign a starter.
Do they?
I think so. You've got to have somebody who is a reliable innings eater.
They got Martin Perez, bro. What you talking? Or Martin Perez, excuse me.
All signs lead to Bassett.
For sure, right? I would love a Chris Bassett, but frankly, where we're at, do we need one?
So
Do we need?
I posted. I think we do, but I don't
There's
think
no Schwellenbach out on the fucking free agent market. There's none out on the trade market. Freddie
you can't
Peralta, we
compare
couldn't.
Schwellenbach to an innings eater, though. You need a Charlie Morton, a Chris fucking Bassett.
J.R. Ritchie, Owen Murphy. You got guys in the minor leagues. You got Waldrop. You got guys. You can throw Grant in there. Grant's shown that he can do it and be a Chris Bassett type pitcher in the starting rotation. I'm playing devil's advocate. I haven't given you what my thoughts are yet. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm saying they don't need one. They are in a good spot to fill the starting pitching and bullpen.
I posted this on Twitter.com. I said, AA will not get a starting pitcher, and here's my theory. Okay? Innings pitched in 2025. You had Schwelly at 102, at 110 and 2/3. You had Grant at 115. You had Ronaldo at 5. You had Strider at 125 and a third. You had Sale at 125 and 2/3. You had Elder at 156 and a third. Hurston Waldrop threw 148.
Damn.
56 and a third of those were in the big leagues. You had AJ Smith-Shawver throw 44 and a third, and you had Joey Wentz throw 98 innings. That is a combined 928 and 2/3 innings. Okay? The projected innings pitched for 2026 minus Spencer Schwellenbach between all of those guys is 865. Projected, I mean, obviously can be way off, you know. That's 63 innings pitched that would need to be filled. I think AA will not go get a starter, and he will lean on Fuentes, Murphy, Ritchie, Buckhalter.
Caminetti, possibly.
I really hope not.
It depends how he performs, man.
Yeah, but AA's got a track record for just bum rushing these fucking arms up to the big leagues.
Yeah, but look what Schwelly did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Look, if Caminetti comes up, look, if he just lights it up in the minor leagues, if he does, why are we holding him down when we're in the fucking window?
I mean, yeah, I agree.
But if he doesn't, then no, fuck no. You don't call him up. No.
So, also to add to that, Carlos Carrasco, who we also re-signed, he pitched 13 and 2/3. Eric Fetty pitched 123 and a third, or not 123. I'm sorry, 23 and a third. Suarez pitched 19 and a third, but a lot of that was bullpen.
Have Jose Suarez back too, by the way.
I think so.
I think we do.
And Bummer in his 2 starts pitched 4 and a third. So that's a total of 6.
Stupid shit again.
That's a total of 60 and 2/3. So between those two, the other jerk-offs and the starting rotation core, you have...
Damn, that's nice.
You have about 123 and a third innings that you need to cover. I mean, you're going to have your Sale, Strider, Raylo, Grant, Elder, I guess. And then you're probably just going to mix and match with Wentz and Waldrop and Smith-Shawver when he comes back. A lot of people are counting him out. They're not even factoring him into the plans. He's supposed to come back, in September?
AJ Smith-Shawver, when did he get injured? It's like, it was early, right? It was like May?
I think it was May.
May? That'll put him at the year, so that's 12. You're talking very end of the year. So and I just don't see the need in rushing that.
I don't either.
Nix it and bring him back in 27. So could he throw some bullpen innings? Sure. Is it worth it? Probably not. Long run, right?
Because you're gonna have Wentz, you're gonna have Grant, you're gonna have
plenty
Waldrop, you're gonna have Suarez. I believe
Ritchie,
he's back.
Murphy,
I think between J.R. Ritchie, and Murphy, Blake Burkhalter, Carlos Carrasco, and Martin Perez, you've got 5 guys. Let's see,
options.
what is that?
That realistically, Bryce Elder
24.
Or Grant,
that would be about 25 innings apiece.
Yeah, and you can throw either Grant or Bryce because only one of them is going to be in the rotation. and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Bryce.
I wholeheartedly agree on that.
So, look, it's still, chat, a top 3, and y'all are shitting on Strider way too much right now to think that he can't come back. Me and Jeb talked about this earlier. I'm willing to bet money Spencer Strider is going to be sitting 97, 98 miles an hour this year. He might not hit it first month. I guarantee you, once you get into the season, you're going to see Strider at 97, 98. Guarantee you. He's going to be a very solid number 2, if not 1A again. I wish I could explain how long it takes you to fucking come back from an injury. Especially one of what he went through. It takes a fucking long time. Strider was still rehabbing in the offseason. He really didn't start building up probably until maybe the end of December. January is when he probably started to build up a little bit, which is why he was late getting
innings.
back.
They threw him 125 innings while he was rehabbing.
I'm not saying he threw.
I mean, I'd rather him get the rehab in the bigs than the minors.
Yes, but
Honestly.
what I'm saying, I'm saying he started throwing again pretty, decently competitively, right? Bullpen wise, late December, early January, more than likely. Carried that over into spring training. He had his spring training outings, and he continued to build up in the minor leagues until the Braves called him up in April, and then he got hurt again. And then he had to start the whole thing fucking over. He never had a full off-season workout the way he normally does in order to strengthen everything that he does and to get his body moving correctly the way he's used to in order to throw a fucking baseball. And it took him a fucking year of fighting through shit. And for a new pitching coach to come in, is like, yo, your arm angle dropped 2 degrees. And it was probably because he was fucking compensating in some way with his pitching mechanics because he just couldn't fucking do what he normally is used to. Because he didn't have the strength in certain areas. I wish I could explain that, and I don't wish anybody to go through that because it sucks, but it takes a long fucking time to rehab. It takes a long time. And for anybody to just throw away Spencer Strider after he was fucking dominant, he's already proved that he can come back from one elbow injury. It's absolutely fucking absurd. I'm sorry. It's fucking ridiculous.
So, I'm on the fence with Strider.
I know you are.
I'm not going to shit talk him, but I'm not going to praise him. You know, obviously I'm going to root for him to do good. I mean, fuck, you know. I'm just basically holding my breath, you know. The velo is kind of the main concern to me. It's dropped. I mean, obviously last year it's outlier year coming back from a surgery like that, but it's kind of like Michael. It's just slowly regressed every year.
Has Strider's really regressed, though?
After, what, 20, was it 22 and 23? Or 23 and 24?
24, he got hurt.
Okay, so then between 22 and 23.
No, it didn't. There's no way. There's no fucking way, dude.
I mean, it wasn't like a 4-mile-an-hour tick between the 2 years, but
I'm going to look at it real quick. We're going to see.
It's dropped.
Because I don't fucking believe you. Not anything worth significance for him.
I mean, I think it was like maybe a half a mile and a half, something.
Let's see. All right, so his big years were what, 22?
22 and 23.
All right, let's see. Let's go to 22. 97th percentile. 92nd percentile. It dropped from 98.2 to 97.2.
So a tick.
It dropped a fucking tick. And unless you were looking at Savant, you couldn't fucking tell. And if you
he was great in 23. Like, I'm not shitting on him for that, but I'm just saying there are some warning signs. I want you to realize
in 22 he started out of the bullpen and he just let it fucking rip out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
Throwing 101. So when he was starting in the rotation, he was 98, 99 and cranked it up when he needed it. So we gotta think outside the box a little bit instead of just looking at a fucking stat sheet. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, I'm not on the Spencer hate train. I'm not. I'm just, like I said.
A lot of people are very much thinking he's done.
I'm holding my breath, basically, because I think he's going...
95.5 last year, and he was not himself. That's all I'm saying. I listen. I'm not even going to say anything when these guys just pop off this year. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it. Because it's going to happen. Everybody's still doubting Ozzy. Everybody's still doubting Riley. Everybody's doubting Strider. Let them. And I really don't understand why people are so much pushing the agenda as to why the Braves should have replaced them or done more. Because your team is built around those contracts and those fucking players. So if they fucking fail, chat, we're cooked. I hope you understand that. There is no coming back from that. You're sat with dead money if those players have already fucking kicked the bucket, which they haven't. But if they do, our team's dead. You're not going to have a second baseman. You're going to have to look for a third baseman. You're going to have to look for another number one because Sale's going to be going out the door.
The Braves just picked up Brett Wisely. So, second base is locked down.
No, it's not. He's been floating around between Tampa and Atlanta for the last 2 years. Come on now. That's my soap opera. Y'all need to lay off these... Like, they're fucking human beings. Give them a fucking minute to get their shit together. They're not fucking perfect, guys. Damn. Shit me. Y'all want to get fired after having a few bad outings or performances at your job? You want to get fucking fired for that shit? You think that's fair?
Yeah.
We're talking a few here, Jeb.
Yeah.
Over the course of fucking 6 years? Come on now. You're going to have some fucking hiccups here and there.
Maybe. I mean, this is
unless you're Jeb Mays, you're not going to have any fucking hiccups at
exactly.
work.
There we go.
Fucking
there we go. I did take a poo-poo soft tossing guy deep left-handed, so...
Congratulations.
Not everybody can, It's bat to ball, baby. It's hand-eye coordination. It's all of it. Power in the hips, work from the ground up, just the basics.
God bless.
See ball, hit ball, baby. See ball, hit ball.
That's a very well-informed hitting analysis from Jeb Mays, everybody.
It's simple, but it's true. Just put the ball in play. Just put the ball in play.
Blue. Yes, that's true, too.
Good things will happen when you put the ball in play.
Sometimes
especially
really
the ducks on a pond. Yeah, if you're the 2025 Braves.
Or 24.
Yeah. Something else we can touch on, too. Big fly from the Big Bear.
He gone.
Very surprised it was Pittsburgh. I really thought Miami was going to step in.
Good for Pittsburgh, even though they're only just doing it to get Skeens to commit. And then they'll be ass again, because that's just their ownership group. Sorry, Pirate fans. It's just true.
I mean, I wish him well.
I do.
Sucks that I have a Marcelo Zuna jersey that I have nothing to do with now.
That's the thing with all players, right? Come and go some. Most of them come and go. So.
Kyle Wright. Cubs on a minor league deal.
What could have been, chat? What could have been?
So, you know what I see crossing my timeline? Now that Ozuna is gone to the Pirates.
Kutch may come to the Braves.
Cutchin's out of a job.
I'm pretty sure Kutch has some other jobs lined up. If
Maybe.
He wants them. Maybe
he wants to retire as a Pirate. I mean, who knows? But that's a real shitty way if he... Like, they invited him to FanFest, I'm pretty sure.
It was shitty. It was real shitty.
Yeah.
But listen, if you're looking at it from the Pirates' perspective, who's been the better hitter over the last 3 years? It's been Ozuna.
Yeah. I mean, they could bring him back and just have him ride the bench.
He's not going to do that, bro.
No,
he's not going to do that.
I mean, what do you think about McCutchen? I mean, that'd be a really good platoon.
It would be a
DH.
perfect platoon. Be a perfect platoon. I have no problem if we get McCutchen.
He was not terrible last year.
Nope. And there's another right-handed hitter that's available now.
He had, let's see, 95 WRC plus. I mean, the counting stats are not really that great. You know, a
Of course, the
239, 333 with a 367 slug.
333
But
OBP's not bad. Well, you put him in fucking Atlanta, too, and get him
Yeah.
out of the fucking Central where the ballparks are dog
he
shit.
had a 289 BABIP. He had a 21.4 K percentage, a 12.2 walk percentage, his highest since 23.
Yeah. I would. What's his numbers against lefties? You got them in your back pocket.
I'll have to look. He played 135 games too, so that's a pretty large sample size.
He'd be fine.
I would like it.
I would. I mean, it's not going to be like, oh my god, we got Andrew McCutcheon, but it'd be like, yeah, it's a solid sign.
I would be. The little boy in me would definitely say that.
Of course he would.
Dude, Andrew McCutcheon was so good in his prime. Oh my god.
Yeah, but his prime was short-lived, bro. Unfortunately. His prime was like 11 to like 15, 16. That was it. That's it. It's gone. It's crazy how quickly it comes and goes.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know how do you do this on Fangraphs?
Just fucking Google search that shit, bro.
Here we go. We might be onto something. Split handedness
Yeah, there you go.
we'll do 25. So in 2025 versus a lefty as a righty, he had 267.
OPS.
I'm trying to look for it. It is. I probably have to change the fucking stat from standard. That would probably
Hell,
work.
dude. Why is OPS not a standard stat? That's what I would want to ask Fangraphs.
Okay, so he had a 12% walk percentage, 24K percentage, which is actually higher versus righties. Or like his K percentage versus lefties is higher than righties. He did have a 104 WRC plus, and he had a 743 OPS versus lefties.
There you
344
go. That's all you
BABIP.
need. That's all you need.
344 BABIP. 389 slug.
And he won't have to face Chris Sale, so it automatically goes up.
Yeah.
There you go.
See if I can find it by park. He had a 322 WRC plus and 3-0 counts.
Well, does if he had a below fucking 120 WRC plus in that count.
What is his savant looking like?
I can look. You want me to look for you?
Yeah, pull that sucker up.
Andrew McCutcheon. It's not bad. It's average. He doesn't chase and he walks. Those are the two elite stats. And his fielding's legit league average.
Damn.
So he's fine.
Yeah, K is at 50 percentile, whiff 36 percentile. Bat speed, I mean, obviously we know that's going
That's
to...
going down, yes.
That's going down, obviously. And the batting run value, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I think it'd be a good platoon with Profar.
Be
fine.
fine.
What would a deal like that what do you think that would...
Listen, now, if he's asking for Mike Yastrzemski money, we're going to have a problem.
Well, I mean... 4? 3? 3.5?
7.
7?
7.
I mean, that's close.
What's his WAR? What was his WAR last year?
I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. According to Fangraphs, he had a .1 WAR.
Damn, it's not even 7 then. So you're looking at like what you said, 2 or 3. But I think McCutcheon would require a little bit more for McCutcheon.
Yeah, I mean the veteran.
Yeah.
Whatever. Veteran tax. I think. Am I missing anything else?
Joe Jimenez.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of skimmed over it. As our resident pediatrician, Ryan, will you take over and talk more about that?
Not a pediatrician. For Joe Jimenez, it's obviously his meniscus. The meniscus tissue is the cushion between your tibia, fibia, and your femur. So it cushions the blow and impact of you basically walking, running, jumping, all those things without your bones hitting bone. So obviously, they described it, what they posted out, it was degeneration of the cartilage. So I don't know if it was tears, if it was just he doesn't have much cartilage. So, but Jeb, correct me if I'm wrong. We saw Joe Jimenez throwing when the Red Sox were in town, right?
Yeah, and on Instagram.
So that was like early June, like beginning of June. Beginning of June.
And he was throwing like.
Yeah,
he wasn't soft tossing. I mean, he was planting on that knee.
Probably 50, like anywhere from 50 to 70%. So he obviously had another tear in the meniscus, which is why they had to go in and clean it up. So I don't know what surgery they did. I mean, they did a scope for it, and they could have done several things. I'm not going to get into that, but he obviously had a tear or degeneration enough in the area where it doesn't get good blood supply for it to heal, which is why it tore. And it even tore when he was 5, 6, 7 months rehabbing. So it's sucks for Joe. It really just depends how much meniscus cartilage he has left in his knee and the state of it. I don't know. Nobody really knows if it's healing well or if it's not. Obviously, it's not healing well. It's taken forever. So, is he done? Quite possibly, yeah.
I think it was Scott Coleman said like Joe Jimenez is like closer to probably never throwing a pitch in the MLB again than being ready.
I 100% agree. Unfortunately, meniscus tissue, it has, like, you got the outer layer that gets really good blood supply. The middle portion doesn't get great supply, and then the inner portion gets no blood supply. So if he tore any of that middle to, or that inner to middle, it doesn't have much cartilage there, he might be cooked. It's just, I don't know. I don't have enough information on it. But
another reason why Bullpen is just I think it was Bowman said that Walt said he doesn't know if Joe will be available this year.
When your manager says that, and it says it's a very complicated, like, complex surgery that they're doing, or complex situation, if you will, that's not good.
No.
That means they're trying to figure out how to get it to heal or to get it to regrow, which is not good.
You know what could help this? If he just cut his fucking leg off.
Yeah, Jeb, that'd be perfect, because that motherfucker would never be able to pitch in the big leagues again.
Yeah, he would. Get one of those...
I'm going to let you think about that for about 5 seconds.
What do they call those? The amputee legs?
The prosthetics?
Prosthetic leg, yeah.
Prosthetic.
Thank
you.
Get him a prosthetic leg. That motherfucker will be chucking hundo before you know it.
Nah, man, it takes months to learn how to just walk with one of those things, let alone run, pitch.
He's a professional athlete. He's
least.
He's a baseball player. What is one of the main rules of playing baseball? You gotta learn to adjust.
Yeah, make adjustments pitching, not relearning how to walk with a leg that's not yours, Jeb. Yeah, let's keep that in mind. Anyway, chat, we're gonna fucking move on from this because Jeb is getting off the fucking rails with stupidness. So here we go.
I think it could work. I think it could work 100%. And
let's do an experiment, Jeb. Let's chop your leg off and let's let you go through that process.
I'm not a professional athlete. There's a difference.
No. You're just talking about taking old buddy deep left-handed, right?
No, not just.
That's professional level shit, apparently, according to you.
I mean, I could probably take Joe Jimenez deep at this point.
I guarantee that motherfucker could have no legs and you wouldn't hit him. Dis fucking respect. Unbelievable.
I don't think I sent it to you guys, but Snit recently just did a pod.
Yeah, he did.
Did I send it to you guys?
No, but I saw it. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
watch it, but I saw clips and highlights of it.
Highly recommend going and listening to that because Snit, there's a lot of stuff that he kind of hinted at and kind of, I knew Snit was old school. I didn't know how old school. I mean, obviously we heard like, yeah, he, dabbles in analytics, but it's like he dabbles. That's
Very
it.
minimal.
Yeah. So that's that's one of the good things too about Walt is, I'm not pro analytics. I'm not pro, old school baseball. I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I think if you have something that is going to give you an advantage, I think you might as well use it or take advantage of it. So I think that'll be great for Walt. I mean, hell, Snit won 6 division titles and had 7 playoff appearances using a more old school method.
Won a World Series.
Won a World Series with it, And one of the funny things, too, I highly recommend going and listening to that pod. I believe it's called Outside the Diamond. It's got Glenn Hubbard and I think his brother. I don't know his brother's name. But he said that there was a lot of analytical conversations that he just closed the door and just closed the door on it.
I can see it now.
And there's something else that I'm forgetting too, but it was very good. He threw he threw like the whole league, like in general, Major League, under the bus for like how they're treating young players and how it's more velo and stuff versus throwing strikes and getting people out and stuff like that. So it is interesting to hear from that side because I'm like I said, I have some old school in me, but I also have a little bit of analytics in me.
Well, if you want to just look at the rise of injuries for pitchers, where do you think that fucking stems from?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I get it.
I
think
do
like
a whole dive into that. I'm just not.
Is there a happy medium?
Sure. Yeah.
What would that be? Like sitting 95?
There's pitchers whose bodies aren't made to throw 98, and they're making themselves throw 98 because you have all these fucking platforms, programs that teach these kids how to build up certain areas and how to use their body to maximize and get 98, even if it's just once. That's not healthy. Like Nolan Ryan, unicorn. Bob Gibson, unicorn. Randy Johnson, unicorn. What do they all have in common? They were all tall, big frame people that could handle it. Their genetics were top tier for pitching. Schwellenbach's what, 5'10"?
Nah, he's taller than that.
I don't know.
Gotta be. He's a pretty big, husky fella.
He's thick.
6'1". He's 6'1".
6'1".
What was Nolan Ryan in his heyday?
6'8".
No.
Yeah, he's tall.
Bullshit.
6'5" at the very minimal. 6'5", 6'6". He's a big dude.
6'2".
Nolan Ryan was 6'2".
That's what it's saying on Google.
He may be now. But
yeah.
Either way, you got some pitchers in the big leagues that just shouldn't be throwing 98 every single fucking pitch. Their bodies and frames are just not fucking meant for it. So do I think we need to scale back the velo and stuff? 100%. I think you need to teach pitching how to fucking set up hitters and counts and get outs that way more. Yeah, you're always going to have guys who are going to come out of the bullpen. Fucking Suarez is one of those dudes who can just throw 100 naturally. Fucking Brusdar Gratterall can throw 100 naturally. Because they just have the genetics and they just fucking, it just explodes out of their hand easy.
They're also not throwing 6, 7, 8 innings a game.
Correct.
30 times.
But the norm, Jeb, you can go back fucking 12, 13, 14 years ago. Fucking Chris Bassett back in like 2010, 11, 12 would have been a number 2 or 3. Maybe even a number 1 on some pitching staffs. Maybe not number 1, but definitely number 2, number 3. Especially when he was at the top of his game.
Yeah.
Nowadays, he's a 4 or 5. So I think it needs to reverse a little bit just for overall players' health.
It won't, but...
It won't, but it should. But you get paid based off velo and spin rate now.
I wonder if there will be a team that does that. You know, you have your Mariners, you have your Rays, you have your... who am I missing? Brewers, where they're like, they just have these pitching factories. I wonder if there's going to be one of those, or just one in general, where they're just like, we are going to teach pitching and stability and durability. I mean, it's a dying breed. Like, even look at Luis Ariz. Like, Luis Ariz gets so much hate, and granted, I know he brings nothing defensively.
He doesn't bring much defensive anything besides contact.
Zero pop, but he has got absolutely elite hand-eye and contact. And me personally, I think that there is a fit for that somewhere, and still a fit for that somewhere in the game.
I agree. But the game nowadays doesn't justify it. But, I mean, think about the position he plays. He's either going to have to take up a DH or first base.
He's not worth it if he's a DH. Yes,
or first
I
base.
agree. I agree.
So, that's where you get phased out.
Yeah.
Not because he's not a good hitter, but, like, where are you fucking putting that? Now, if you got fucking 7 sluggers out there like the fucking Dodgers, I guess you could fucking sacrifice the DH for Luis Ariz, but do the Dodgers need to do that? Fuck no, they don't need to do that.
I wonder if, like, depending on how Muncy ages, like, and I mean, I know Ariz is a little bit older, but, like, what if they moved Ariz to third and had him hit, like, 9th?
I mean, but yeah, what's the third baseman profile as, though?
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, Muncy's not...
Muncy profiles as third baseman.
I mean, he's built like a third baseman, but he
hits for pop.
Yeah.
He gets on base.
Yeah.
Luis Ariz profiles as middle infield, and he can't play that position anymore. If he was more athletic and able to actually play second base, he'd have a job in the big leagues. I don't think there's a doubt about that.
Well, he does. The Giants signed him, but...
No. To play fucking where?
Second.
No shit.
1 year, $12 million to play second.
That's going to be interesting. How old is he now?
He's got to be like 28. He's still an ARB, I believe.
No.
Yeah.
He's not an ARB.
He's 28. Or, well, no. You're right. He's not an ARB. I'm fucking stupid. He's 28, so...
He is 28. That's crazy. He's
kind of in the middle of his prime.
Why the fuck are you getting so damn slow, dude? Do some mobility work. Holy shit. Why the fuck you move that damn slow and sloppy? Work on your fucking athleticism a little bit. Fucking A. Jesus. I hope you did this offseason. Fuck.
Yeah. I guess another thing we can go over real quickly. Jonah Heim.
I've been advocating that since day one.
Yeah. Great pickup. Great fucking pickup. Switch hitter.
Hurt last year?
Maybe, but I know he was ass. He was ass.
Yeah, he was.
But switch hitter, crushes or hits better against lefties. If you run a 3-catcher tandem, you run a 3-catcher tandem. Former Gold Glove winner. Was part of the 23 World Series run with the Rangers with Tim Hires. I love the deal.
Yeah. He didn't have any significant injuries, but guess what kind of injuries he had?
Forearm.
Wrist. So, yeah, if you have wrist problems, yeah, you're going to have trouble swinging a fucking bat. So,
as we know. All too well.
Yep. So... And, again, you're not counting on him to be anything more than depth. Anything else than bonus, so.
Sleeper Braves just posted a picture of Bryce Elder, and they said, "Let's go Big Texas Diesel." god, that's fucking great. I'm glad that name is catching on.
It should.
That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. I guess that's it. I mean, we kind of went over everything.
Yep.
Sky is falling.
Always is in Braves land, brother. Always is.
One more thing. Okay. One more thing before we get out of here. I've been seeing a lot, and I'm not trying to call people out by name, but I've seen some people on the timeline saying that it might be time to have a discussion about AA, and I want to get your thoughts on that. Wow. In the regards of potentially not signing a starter. I think we all agree that if you think AA should be out of a job because a player gets injured, that's stupid. But what he does to be proactive about that injury, I think, is a different discussion.
I mean, so here's this, and I'm not 100% defending AA here, but let's break it down logically. If Terry doesn't give him money, what's he supposed to fucking do, Jeb?
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if Terry's like, no, you're not getting 18 for Chris Bassett or whatever it costs. You're not. Figure it out. Okay, well, you look at the trade market. Look at Freddie Peralta and what the fuck the Mets gave up to get him for a rental. Just saying. And personally, I don't think Freddie Peralta's number one, personally.
I mean, you still have wiggle room. I think Tomahawk Nation or whatever still said that he had like $25 million to go.
Maybe. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at the numbers. If they have, and they got $25 million, they got $25 million. But you also got to save some money for the deadline.
I think that was with saving. I believe. Don't quote me on that.
You got to save some money for the deadline.
That's what I'm saying. That is with saving $10 million for the deadline.
$10 million ain't going to get you anything of fucking necessity.
That's just been the number that AA has floated.
I mean, 20 to 25 million for the deadline is, I think, fucking reasonable. Because if you need multiple pieces, you're going to need more than fucking 10 million.
Depends on how the year goes, too.
And also, if you trade away all your prospects for a fucking starting pitcher who's not worth it, what the fuck are you going to do at the deadline, chat?
Well, I also hate... another thing I fucking hate about AA. One, I hate how he rushes arms. I think that is just absolutely uncalled for.
Why?
Because then you're in the boat with Fuentes, you're in the boat with AJ Smith-Shawver, you're in the boat with Hurston Waldrop.
Hey, guess what? AJ Smith-Shawver turned out just fine.
He only has one option.
Just fine.
Waldrop only has one option.
Turned out just fine.
I mean, Waldrop didn't turn out fine.
Waldrop literally just fucking had a great year.
Yes, but he brought him up and he got his dick kicked in.
And he was just fucking fine.
Yes, but he also has one option remaining now.
Yeah, and he called him up in 24 in the middle when we were trying to win.
Yeah.
So you do that.
But you call it Fuentes.
It's different if you're the fucking Pittsburgh Pirates.
Fuentes, a 20-year-old, you couldn't have went out and signed an Eric Fetty-esque for league minimum?
There probably wasn't any.
In
the middle of the season when you're going to have to sign them and let them go to AAA and start, so you're going to have to call his ass up anyway?
David Robertson got like $8 million for like 14 games. So, in the middle of the season.
So what?
I'm sure you could have found a starting pitcher without having to call up Fuentes.
They literally made trades to get fucking depth that even then didn't work out. It's not going to kill the kid to fucking experience the big leagues and what it's like and then get sent back down. Like, I really got to fucking work to get back to where I want to be and stay there.
I'm not hating calling up and giving him experience. I'm hating calling him up too early because then, like with AJ Smith-Shawver, like with Hurston Waldrop, you're probably going to have to send those two guys down again. I mean, Smith-Shawver's 23, Waldrop's 24. There's still, like, probably potential to be developed still.
Dude,
or if they get their dicks kicked in.
How many times did Hurston Waldrop get called up? He got called up one time, and then he got sent down and never got called up again.
and then he got called up for the Speedway Classic, but I don't think that affects it since it was a doubleheader. But he got called up for the Speedway Classic and then got sent back down and then got called up and then was up the rest of the year. But he also used the option from, I believe that's how it works, from AAA for starting the 25 season. They optioned him to AAA.
They did, yeah. But still, like, I
just hate the potential of losing a Smith Shawver because of options if you have to, like, DFA him or trade him. Because you handcuffed yourself, basically.
Well, Bryce Elder has apparently had a billion options.
I think Elder's was in the season. So there's something in the season where you, like, can option them during the middle of the season, but you have to wait so many days, I think. It's like 10 days or 14 days or something.
Correct.
I could be way off on this. I don't know hardly jack shit about it.
I don't know the optioning system very well, but yes, he does have one option, but apparently, but I don't. Like, what were you supposed to do in 24 when you're in the middle of the play, trying to get to the playoffs, and he's your best option in the minor leagues? You're supposed to just let that sit? I don't think so. I think he left Fuentes up too long last year, but I don't hate calling the kid up.
So I will play devil's advocate, and I will say he didn't leave him up enough, but I mean, dude was just he was getting his dick kicked in. So
yeah, after like the second or third start, that's when you should have said, go back to the minor leagues. You're not ready.
Because, I mean, you don't want to destroy his confidence, but at the same time, like,
that's
you
the
could
difference between Waldrop and Fuentes. Waldrop had one or two starts and they nixed him out. Fuentes had, what, like fucking 5?
8, I think.
Way too many. Way too fucking many.
Okay, so this would be a great question to ask somebody. Like CJ, maybe. Like, is it really, like, that big of a confidence decrease if they go up and they're like, we want you to work on it up here. We don't care that you're getting torched.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's gonna get to you. You're a human being. Yeah, that you getting your fucking your legs kicked the fuck in every night. Yeah, it's gonna fucking wear on you. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not pitched in the big leagues, but I feel like a rookie would just be like, I'm just glad to fucking be here. Like, they want me to work on it up here.
You started in high school, right?
Huh?
You started in high school, right?
Well, yeah.
You remember? You remember?
You heard about me hitting home runs?
You remember the feeling of you starting for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine you go 0 for your first 16 with 10 strikeouts, and everybody's gnawing at you, saying, it kind of sucks. Maybe we should give somebody else a try. Is that not going to weigh on you every time you're up at the plate? Is that not going to diminish your confidence at all?
But there's a difference in that, as if they're like saying,
same
like,
principle.
Dude, we are not, like, we want you up here. We want you going out every 5 days, versus him like basically spot starting every 5 days and then being like, and hearing chirps like, you're gonna have to get sent the fuck down, buddy.
Dude, it's human nature. It's going to affect him.
I know, like, I'm not disagreeing or saying. I'm just wondering if that would take as big of a toll on somebody.
Yes.
Maybe so.
I think so. I think so.
Maybe so.
But to answer your question on criticism for AA, it really just depends on financials from Terry. Depends on ownership. I think AA had a very good offseason. And that's not me sucking his dick. He fucking did very well with the bullpen. He got Yaz and left. He got Dubon to have more versatility. He didn't sign Ozuna back, so when Murphy comes back, he can DH. And now he signed Jonah Heim to basically be the backup catcher. So Murphy can DH, and Baldwin and him can rotate in and out and get off their feet with Jonah Heim now. Dude, If it wasn't that, they'd be bitching that we didn't have a fucking right-handed hitter to platoon with Yaz, even though Kim's coming back in June-ish, July-ish territory.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people out there that are like, why don't we go get a star shortstop? Because we have the shortstop. He got fucking hurt, and he's on the injured list. He can't just go out and fucking pluck another one from the tree. They're not. It's not possible.
So my stance on it is he went out and did what he had to do.
He did.
Got the big dick closer.
He
got the shortstop.
B plus
got the platoon bat.
He got a B plus from me this offseason.
The only thing is we all knew he needed to get some sort of
pitching.
Some sort of call it a Martin Perez, call it a whoever you want. I mean, Lucas Giolito, that's perfect, but somebody to slot in that 5-6 spot.
If somebody's advocating for Giolito, I will fucking riot.
I agree. But I'm just saying, like, one of those just innings-eating starting pitchers. And obviously we knew we probably needed one, and now with the Schwellenbach news, like,
you know,
and this isn't...
You know who got signed today by the Dodgers? Evan Phillips. For $6.5 million. Yeah, why didn't we go get that, put it in the bullpen? That way you can put Grant in the rotation and then keep Waldrop down.
Yeah. Another one, too, is I'd like Griffin Canning. He's hurt, but...
We've got enough hurt boys.
Sign him to a 2-year deal. See, that thing, too.
I know everybody's been screaming starter, but why not already, your bullpen's probably pretty strong. Why not just add to that strength, slide Grant into the rotation? And he's been...
I don't know if there's another dominant reliever out there.
There's somebody out there that you can look at and go, that could be a number 5, number 6 inning guy. And they're going to be serviceable. He's not going to give up fucking 4.5 ERA, fucking De Los Santos or Montero.
He got shut down too. I think something with his knee or something.
But there's somebody. I'm sure there's plenty of fucking relievers still out there. But for everybody saying that AA didn't do enough this offseason, you could argue the case that he missed one pitcher. That's it. That's why he didn't get an A plus from me. He got a B plus.
Yeah.
If you really want to sulk in your team's GM not doing enough, when the Braves spent a good bit of money and had a pretty solid offseason, why don't you go spend some time with the Cincinnati Reds team or the Washington Nationals or, I don't know, any of the other dog shit teams like the Colorado Rockies?
Miguel Andujar got $4 million. Why did we not check in on that? He mashes lefties.
Yeah, but he probably wanted more of a steady role. And with the Braves, he'd be in question mark once Murphy came back.
Yeah.
That's what these guys look at. They don't say, well, I'm going to start the first first couple months as a platoon. Then they're going to come back and say, hey, what am I going to do once Murphy comes back in, like, June? Well,
what is the timetable for, what is Murphy's update?
I have no idea what Sean's update is. I wouldn't expect him back till late May, fucking June. People don't understand, injuries suck. There's a reason why they suck. And there's a reason why people worry about career enders, because anything could be a career-ending injury. And a labrum, if you haven't done research on it, I did. It's so players can come back from a labral tear at an 85 to 90% clip. And that's just return to play. Prior level is 80%. And then there's a high rate of re-injury to that same labral. And then getting back after that's anywhere from 40 to 60%. So the Braves have to take their time with Sean, and Sean's got to really fucking do everything correctly And we don't know what he's going to look like when he comes back. I know people are banking that he's going to mash lefties. What if he can't fucking use his hip properly anymore? What if he can't fucking hit period when he comes back? What if he can't catch? He can't get down and get the range of motion and mobility of his hip anymore? We don't know. Do we expect it? Yeah. So does he, but there's always those odd and ends that they don't come back. And it's a very, very real thing. It's very real. Just for instance, and I'm not a big leaguer. I'm not a professional athlete. I had fucking knee surgery. My knee range of motion's never been the same since. And there's no way I could play fucking 162 games on it now, even if I trained an entire offseason. It just can't fucking do that workload anymore. And I'm fucking 28. I was 27 at the time. So I'm glad you're laughing, Jeb, but point stands,
You're
man.
Fucking old.
Jeb, I'm sorry I'm not in fucking Pee-wee baby territory like you are. You don't even
Jordan
remember
gang.
who fucking Brian McCann is.
I know who Brian McCann is.
Yeah, you do, because your elder statesmen have taught you about Brian McCann.
I-
You don't have any fucking memories. You were fucking running
watched
around
the-
shitting yourself when Brian McCann came up.
No, well, when he came up, yeah, but I
Yeah,
watched
you
the
were.
prime of
Yes,
B-Mac.
you were. The only part of Brian McCann you remember is Yankees, Astros, and his one Braves year. That's all you remember.
No.
You cannot
2012 and
convince
13.
me otherwise.
2012 and 13, baby. I remember it.
Yeah, you don't remember the 2005 Brian McCann. 2006, 2000. You don't remember prime Brian McCann.
No, he wasn't even on the team in 2013. Was he?
Are you on fucking drugs?
I might be.
Yes, you are. It was his last year.
Yeah, 2013. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Holy shit.
Well, no, I got confused. I got confused
no,
because
no.
that's the year that Evan Gaddis came up, was 2013. That's the year they had one of my favorites, Gerald Laird. So they had three catchers.
Don't know Brian McCann.
Because they were running Evan Gaddis' ass out there because B.J. Upton absolutely fucking stunk.
You don't know Brian McCann.
Yes, I do.
You do not. Chat, tell this motherfucker. He don't know the first thing about B-Mac Prime. Prime B-Mac. You were fucking shitting yourself, son. You don't know shit. Get out of here.
The king of grand slams, Brian McCann. Yes.
That's what Google told you.
Shut the fuck up. No, didn't he have the record for like grand slams as a catcher, or like tie the record for like either grand slams as a catcher or most in a season by a catcher or something like that? I swear.
Yeah, he also, I think, broke a record for like doubles for a catcher too.
Yeah. Dude, Brian McCann was so good.
You don't remember 2005 postseason
No.
Brian McCann. So
I
that's
was
what
2.
I'm saying.
I was 2.
You were running around shitting yourself. Yes, you do not understand or appreciate the whole entirety of what Brian McCann was.
I wish I could have.
You may now with Drake Baldwin.
Yeah.
Maybe. See how Drake plays out, but I like him a lot.
Yep. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Follow us on Apple, YouTube, Spotify. Rate, comment, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Let us know how we're doing. We do this for you guys.
Trying to come out with some more stuff, so give us some fucking ideas of what you would like to fucking see. Please.
We want to be there for you guys.
Do you want live streams? What do you want? Tell us.
We want to grow with you guys because we want to be connected with our fans. The ones that we do this for. And because I can't talk this shit at a wall. Because at least,
Chad, don't
at least
worry, I don't fucking
here.
believe a word he's saying either. It sounds fucking horrendous right now. It sounds like he's just fucking half-assing it. I understand.
Alright. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace!
Landed right on the shoulder.
Hawk tour.
Yeah. Let's do it again.